m dot max x is equal to 1, the function returns 3 values corresponding to the 3 rows of the numbers. Let me go to the next slide. This also I told, just read it once. The way the access is specified here can be confusing to the users coming from other languages. What you have to remember here, the access keyword specifies the dimension of the array that will be collapsed rather than the dimension that will be returned. So, specifying access 0 means that the first access will be collapsed. For two-dimensional array, this means that values within each column will be aggregated. This is one point which you have to remember. This we have already discussed in the last class. Let me go to the next. Yeah. Can you type m dot a minimum, what you will get? Some I have already displayed because difficult to add all these things. It will take a time. Can you say m dot minimum, what you will get? I will wait for a minute. Give your answer. And also max. I want you to type a min as well as max. One is access 0. It is a minimum. Last class already I have taken this. Another example. Max I am finding where access equal to 1. Can you try, any one of you? When I say access 0, I am finding minimum. What might be the answer? Am I audible to you or not? Give the answer. Let it be wrong, no problem. Thank you, Aditi. Something she has typed. 0. Even 2 digit you type. I don't want all. Please remember. 0.74, 0.03. Only 3 digit is more than enough for me. No need to type everything. For example, m dot minimum equal to 3 digit you just type. Not everything. Access equal to 0. Good. Many students they have typed. Jyoti Walika, Hrishikesh Kulkarni. But answers are not same. Hrishikesh is different. Sri Lakshmi is different. Okay, Sindhu, Lakshmi, Rahul. Again, answers are not same. Hope all of you are typing minimum. Later you can go for a maximum. Just type it. Let it be wrong. No problem. Akshita Reddy. Ganesh. 0.03. Sahana. Okay, instead of row, somebody may be typing for a column. Or instead of column, somebody is typing for a row. And somebody is typing, Pavitra only I type 0.03, 0.10. So even you are finding access equal to 0 or 1, you will not get 2 entries. Number of rows or number of columns, that will be the entry. Remember that. So number of rows, neither the number of columns are 2. M dot minimum. Okay. Let me show you the answer. Pranav, Disha, Soumya. Maximum I am showing you now 0.78, 0.72, 0.77. And column wise, if you want minimum 0.72, 0.03, 0.412, 0.10. You can compare your answer. You can compare your answer. I think your answers may be different or same. Just check it. I think it's correct. Pawan Kumar answer is correct. And Jyoti answer is correct. Sumeru also correct because they are typing only 3 digits. Yeah, all these answers are correct. Hope all of you understood how to make use of a sum, how to make use of a m dot minimum, how to make use of a m dot maximum. Let me go to the next slide. How to use a percentile. Even most of us are familiar with the percentile word. The np dot percentile method returns a specified percentile q of the data along an axis. Say I am taking a 1D array. I am assigning a 20 to 7, some random numbers I have taken. I am printing the array as it is, the numbers I am getting as it is. I am printing the 50th percentile. It is a 7. I am printing a 25th percentile. So I am putting that number here, which percentile I want. Similarly 75th percentile, I am getting the answer. Copy it on the 3 lines. Try to understand so that you can execute the program. You have to use np dot percentile, and parameters you have to send a data, a complete array, and whether you want 25th, 50th percentile, that you have to mention as a parameter. I'll wait for another 30 seconds. Try to copy down or try to understand. Even if you copy down one line, it is more than enough, because you can make a changes. Instead of 50, you can make a 25, 75, etc. and execute the program later. Take a sum array equal to some numbers. Let me go to the next slide. Let us consider these are the ages. Somebody is having 5, somebody is having 31, 43. Like this I have. What is the 75th percentile? What is the meaning of that? The answer is 43, meaning that 75% of the people are 43 or younger. Just the meaning I am telling you. Take a 30 seconds, read it, and we'll see the example again. Percentile is different, percentage is different. Hope all of you know. And usually gate, when you write, they give you the percentile. They will not give the percentage. You might have heard the word percentile. This is a meaning. Those who don't know, they can read it once or twice. So let me go to the next slide. The same program I have executed, taken ages equal to these 5, 31, 43, all these things are typed. I am using a np dot percentile for 75, 100, 2. No doubt the statements what I am using is the same. Copy down only these 2 lines. Change the percentile and execute whenever you get a time. See the answer. Try to understand. Ages you can give anything. No need to copy the 31, 43, 48. Some numbers you give it. Age in between 1 to 100 or 99. Then make use of this np dot percentile. A different 75, 80, 60, 40, something like that. Print it on the screen and understand how it works. Only copied on the 2 lines, np dot percentile, ages comma percentage, followed by print a percentile, that whatever the percentage you give, percentile you have given, equal to x. The same thing you can repeat twice, thrice, depending upon the requirement. So let me go to the next slide. Now we are going to discuss about averages, variance, correlations. I don't know how much you are remembering variance, correlations and all, but how to calculate, which function we can use, that we are going to discuss. Instead of discussing what is the meaning of variance, how to calculate, etc. Thinking that all of you know those things. But we'll show you the equation. Numpy provides a method for calculating the weighted average. I don't know how many of you know the weighted average. Average is different, weighted average is different. This is the equation what we use for a weighted average, where the weights wi are supplied as a sequence the same length as the array. I have a array elements 5 weights will be given. We'll see one example, so that instead of discussing in general, we take a numerical example and we'll try to have a discussion. You can copy down the equation, take another 10 seconds. When you see the numerical example, it will be easy to understand. Let me go to the next. These things are known to you. Average equal to sum of terms divided by number of terms. How you find out average? Weighted average is sum of weighted terms divided by number of terms. These things are known to you people. Let me go to the next. Yeah, these are the answers. I am taking a weightage, different weights I am giving, but numbers are same 1, 2, 3. Weights I am changing 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. You can observe here when I give weightage 1, 1, 1, 3 plus 2 plus 1, answer will be 6. 6 divided by 3, answer will be 2. Like a average it is. Even though weighted average, weights are same. Therefore, 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 3, you will get a 2. Like that you try to understand these things. I will give 30 seconds. Otherwise, I will give the explanation. You have 30 seconds. Try to understand. Use that equation. Fill that weight followed by the number divided by total weight. Let me show you a little bit more informative slide. Those who are having doubts. Those who understood it is well and good. But if you have some doubts, you can observe this slide. How actually it is calculated, you have 1 minute maximum. What I am doing, everywhere 1, 2, 3 is there. 1 to 3 is there, everywhere. But only the difference is what you are multiplying. 1, 0, 1 I am multiplying. 1 into 1, 0 into 2, 1 into 3. Next time 2, 1, 1 I am multiplying. 2 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3. Next time all 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3. Next time 2 to 1 I have to multiply. 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 1 into 3 divided by weight. This time it will become 5. This time it will become 3. This time it will become 4. This time it will become 2. Hence the weights are different. Hence the answer is different. Take another 10 seconds. Understand it. Copy down one line and make changes in the weight. That's all. You can execute. Rishikesh, you try. Negative number also. Thanks for asking a question. And you can execute and you can share the result if possible after some time. Whenever I am giving the time to go through. Weight as negative. Okay, minus 1, 0, 1. You try. And tell me the answer now only. We get divided by 0. When you get divided by 0, it will come as an infinity. Yeah. Ensure that it will not become a 0. Try, Rishikesh. Hardly one instruction you have to execute in the online. It takes hardly a few seconds. Ensure that. Try. Okay, let me go to the next. The statistics model provides functions for calculating mathematical statistics of a numeric data. Let me take this simplest program. I have a data, some data. I am using a function statistics.mean to find out a mean. To find out a median, I am using a statistics.median. And to find out a mode, I am using this. Again, to find out a standard deviation, I am using this statistics.std EV, standard deviation. And next, to find a variance, I am using this particular function, statistics.variance. So copy down this. Let me see the chart, what others are telling. Go through, copy down all these things. Statistics.mean, statistics.median, statistics.mode, and statistics.standard deviation. Also, variance. One should know what is the meaning of standard deviation. One should know what is the meaning of variance. Only we are discussing how to find out in the Python. That we are discussing. If you don't know all those things, go through. In brief, I will tell later. After another 2 slides, I will tell in brief. I cannot explain in detail. Otherwise, everything will take a time. Standard deviation, variance, median. Hope most of you are remembering. Let me give you another 30 seconds. You can copy down and you can execute whenever you get a time. Median, mean, mode, standard deviation, and variance. Another 10 seconds I'll give you. Then I'll go to the next slide. Okay. A standard deviation, we have the function np.std calculates by default the uncorrected sample standard deviation. The two are there. One is corrected standard deviation, uncorrected. Just note down if you want an equation. Otherwise, remember we have two. And how to make use of those two, I'll show you in the next slide in a small program. Where xi are the n observed values in the array. X bar is their mean to calculate the corrected sample standard deviation. Equation you can go through. Otherwise, at least remember we have a function which can be used to find out a corrected standard deviation and uncorrected a standard deviation. Now, both I am going to show you. A small difference will be there in the answer. Depending upon the requirement, you can use it. So let me show you the another equation. This is another pass to the argument ddOf the value of delta such that n minus delta is the number of degree of a freedom in the sample. Anyway, we are not going to make use of these equations, but directly we can use a function to find out an answer or a result. I'll show you the code, I'll show you the result also. Try to understand how to find out or how to make use of a function. Read it once. Uncorrected standard deviation, x.std you can use, or np.std. Corrected standard deviation, you can write ddOf equal to 1 as a parameter. The function np.non.std calculates the standard deviation ignoring non-values. So these things we have discussed in the previous class. np.non, which will ignore the non-values, not a number of values it will ignore whenever it is doing any operation. Most of the functions we have discussed in the previous class. Can you name one or two? What you have discussed? One function name. Try to type in the chat box for, I'll give a few seconds. Okay. Last class we have discussed to find a with program I have discussed. Can you type in the chat box? Which should ignore a none. Okay. Non-minimum. Hrishikesh Kulkarni has typed. Very good. One is we have np.minimum, another we have np.non-minimum. Similarly, somebody can type maximum. Yeah, I think Jyoti Walikar has typed Sindhu. We have a two, minimum, maximum. Even we have a one more function which will find you the position of a minimum number, maximum number. There also we have, yeah, somebody, Aditya has typed, Akash has typed. ARG minimum, non-ARG minimum, ARG maximum, non-ARG maximum. We have discussed in the previous class, and difference also we have discussed with the program also. Let me go to the next now. A small program I'm taking now. NP array, I have assigned 1, 2, 3, 4, printing x as it is, and I'm printing a standard deviation, and this is uncorrected. I'm using std. I'm not giving any parameters other than data, but if you want corrected, I have to type DDOF equal to 1. So I'll get a corrected standard deviation. So these are the result. One is a standard deviation and there is a corrected standard deviation. And these are the answers. Just copy down these 1 or 2 points and you can compare. Even you can write STD EV, standard deviation. The answer of this uncorrected will remain same. Just take a minute to copy down these 2 lines or maximum 3 lines. np.std of x, np.std of x comma DDOF equal to 1, and statistics.std EV standard deviation, okay, of x. These 3 lines you can copy down so that you can execute the program and you can understand. I'll give another 10 seconds to you. Those who are not yet completed, they can copy down. Okay. Let me copy your chat box content to my file for a later reference. Give me a few seconds. Let me go to the next slide. The function np.non-standard calculates the standard deviation, ignoring the np.non-values like a maximum and minimum. Even Numpy also has a methods for calculating the variance of a values in an array. There also we have np.var and np.non-var. Hope all of you can understand the difference between these 2 functions. One will consider the non, another function is not going to consider the non. There is a difference between these 2 functions. Take a 30 seconds, read it twice, understand it. Another 5 seconds I'll wait. Let me go to the next slide. A standard deviation variance, those who are having doubts, वो क्या है सर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, no problem. I cannot explain you in depth, but I'll give the brief idea. It's a symbol, we use a sigma, Greek letter. Actually the formula is a square root of variance. Let me show you the content of some website where he has explained so nicely all these parameters. As standard deviation means what, how to calculate, how to find. I'll show you the 3-4 slides. And website also I have mentioned from where I have copied. It's not done by me. I have taken from internet. Let me show you. Example. You and your friends have just measured the heights of your dogs. You have many dogs, say 5 dogs we have taken example. Measured the heights. The heights are like this: 600 mm, 470, 170, 430, 300 mm. Find out the mean, variance and the standard deviation. How to do it? Just I'll show you the answer. How we do. The heights are these things given. How to find out a mean? Add all these. How many are there? 5 dogs are there. Divide it by 5, you'll get a mean value. So that a mean or average height becomes now 394 mm. Let's plot this on the chart. Here a line is drawn. This is a mean. Let us go to the next slide. Try to understand. I'll give you 10 seconds. Read, just go through. Let me go to the next slide. The same diagram I have taken in this slide also. Now we calculate each dog's difference from the mean. How much is the difference? That we are going to calculate. For this it is a 206. For this it is a 76. And for this it is a, I think, 36. For this it is a minus 224, because you can see the difference. And for this it is a minus 94. Now we have calculated the each dog's difference from the mean. I'll use this as a reference in the next slide. Now how to calculate variance? This, take a square of all this. 206 square, 76, 224, 36, 94 square. Whole divided by how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will get an answer. This will become your sigma square. Take a minute or 30 seconds to understand this. It's not a part of our Python. Just I am giving you the idea how we do it. But functions are there in the Python. You can write only one function name, send the parameters, it does the work. But internally how it does, what it does, one should know. That's the reason I took a simple example from the internet. I am sharing with you all. Let me go to the next. So the variance is at 21,704 and the standard deviation is just a square root of a variance. I can write down square root of 21,704. I got 147.32. Nearly you can say 147. Nearest mm is a 147. You need to copy, spend a few seconds and try to understand. Let me go to the next slide. And the good thing about the standard deviation is that it is useful. Now we can show which heights are within the one standard deviation. Just it is shown 147 above, 147 below. This is just an introduction about the standard deviation, variance. Those who don't know anything about those two, even though you might have studied, you may not be remembering. Let me go to the next. I think this you can take it as a homework. If time permits, I'll try to discuss. Take it as an assignment, at least to the few representatives. A file is there at this location, www.cl.cam.ac.uk, research DTG weather. I'll show the file also. This is a website. There, in the lower part, you have a file, CSV file. Simply download, you save that. It's an Excel file. We have nearly starting from say 1, 2, 3 like that. These many columns. He has not mentioned any information in the heading of the columns, but in the problem statement he has told. up to 43,000, I think 4,39,518 entries are there. Remember, if you have written a program to sort the given array, if an array length is say 10, if it is executing, even if you make an array length 100, it will execute. Even if you make an array length 1000, it will execute. What I want from you people, copy at least 10 to 20 entries from this as a file in the online simulator also. Even if you have Anaconda, no problem. Those who are not using Anaconda, I want them to just copy and paste in the as a one additional file which I shown in the last class. Try to execute a program which is given in the book as it is. So let me go to the next subheading, last part of this, histograms. And histogram we have discussed once already. The numpy function np.histogram creates a histogram from the values in the array, and this is a set of bins is defined with the lower and upper limits, and each is filled with a number of elements from the array whose values falls within its limits. A theory you may not understand now, whatever I have read this 3-4 lines. With a numerical example we are going to see in the next slide. I'll show you the one example and how the histogram looks and how to change the number of bins. All those things I am going to show you in the next slide. Okay, let me go to the next slide. For example, the following array holds a percentage of marks of 10 students in the test, 45, 68, something like that, 72. There are several ways to define the histogram bins. If the bins argument is a sequence, it defines the boundaries of the sequential bins. For example, I can take 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I want to plot the histogram, and these are the bins. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You can change also and count. I have 5. You can make a 6, 8, something like that. Make changes in the program. You can execute. One sample program I am going to show in the next slide. Just read it before we go to the program. What program I have written, what it will do, what changes I can make in the program. That much you try to understand now. Let me go to the next slide. The bins are taken 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. This defines 4 bins with a range 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and 80 to 100. This line is very important. The first bin includes the marks from the and including 20% up to, but not including a 40. When I say 20 to 40, it will not include a 40 up to 39 something. 40 onwards it will take a next. Take a 30 seconds and read it. You can observe also, you can try also. Make changes in the marks in this particular example. Then see the histogram, how it looks by changing the marks. Let me show you the one sample program and result also a histogram. See, this is not a marks, it's a age. I have taken some age 1, 2, 3 up to 100, 99. I am taking a bins 10. When I say 10, it will take 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90 like that. And I am plotting it, histogram, and I am showing it. Now what I do, a highlighted bin. The bins instead of 10 I can make a 20, I can make a 5. I can change the number of bins and observe the output. And you can give any data here, x equal to, and you can make changes in this, observe the histogram, how it looks. I'll wait for another 5-10 seconds, then I'll show you the bins equal to 20, how it looks. when I change a number of bins. You can reduce, you can increase, and also you can make changes in the data itself and observe the output carefully. Let me make a small change in the bins equal to 20. Let me show you how the histogram looks. Observe here. I have made a bins equal to now 20. Observe the histogram. Now I'll just go back and show you the 10. It is a 20. It is a 10. It is a 20. Now I'll give the 30 seconds. Just go through the histogram and data. I think somewhere 20, 30. I think here this. I think in between 20 to 40 some numbers. So these are more age group. This age group numbers are more here. That's the reason you are getting, I think 14 are there totally. Below 0 nothing is there. I think near 0 also nothing is there. After 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 it's increasing, hence histogram looks like this. When you can change the X also, you can observe the histogram. Let me go to the next slide. I can give like this also. Instead of count, I can mention I want 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 99. Even you can change after 40, you can directly go to the 60 also. No problem. Just observe this, copy down. Anyway, data will remain same in all the cases. I want you people to copy down 3 lines. Hist x comma bins equal to 10, bins equal to 20, bins equal to this sequence. I want you people to copy down 3 lines. Execute, understand. Let me go to the next, and that completes your chapter. You have to practice, you have to explore. This is syllabus what you have completed so far. Unit 1 is over, Unit 2 is over, Unit 3 you have completed, and IA syllabus is up to histograms after the IA1 whatever you have discussed. I'll wait for a minute or two. You can relax. If you have any doubts you can ask. A program will be there in the IA. A little theory will be there in the IA. But those who are working on the programs, those people will get good marks in the second IA. A portion after first IA till a third IA, the Unit 3 up to a histogram. We'll keep for a IA2. Whatever we discuss after this, Unit 4 and 5, we'll keep it for a IA3. Any other doubts if you have, you can ask. I'll spend a minute or two. IA may be online. They have not yet sent any circular. Whatever the circular higher authority sends, we have to follow that. And you have a Python, I think usually it is the third day. When you have IA2, dates, can you type? If I am right, it is on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Is it? 25, 26, 27. Today is 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Hardly 4-5 days are there. And per subject, you will not get a 1 day also. Because you have to attend the classes. you may get hardly a few hours for each subject. And try to get good marks in the IA2 so that you will be safer side. And IA3, probably they may keep offline. That time, if you are unable to score IA2, if you are not scored, then average total marks will become less. Okay, let me go to the next. Otherwise, I'll wait for another few seconds. If somebody want to say anything, we can have a discussion. Otherwise, we'll go to the next. And I told some of the students to, I have uploaded all the videos, but content of the video I had to type, but 50 videos, it's difficult. I told some of the representative to type it so that I can check and I can upload that in the YouTube, so that students can go to the particular video by seeing the content, what is there in that video. So that I have told some of the students to do it, and please try to complete it so that it will be helpful to the students in the second IA. And those who are interested, they can talk to Sindhu. They can also help me doing this. It is just to help you. I am asking your help. What I want, what I am telling you, help me to help you. That's all. Okay. Let me go to the next now. Unit 4, Unit 5 we have to discuss. Now Unit 4 will continue. The polynomials. Hope all of you are remembering the polynomials, defining the polynomials, evaluating a polynomial. Sir, is the final year classes started? Why you are worrying, Amit? Why you want about final year, yaar? You ask about fifth sum. Fifth sum is not started offline.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's final year, few are started, few are not started, few department they have come, few department not have come. So, but I think final year students will be called as soon as they complete the IA2. I was in the meeting, we have discussed. They have to conduct the labs. I don't know, it will come for you also. It will become so hectic to you people if they call you. I don't know whether they call or not, I don't know. But final years students will be called after the IA2. 1 week they will be called. After that, we don't know. If some may be called or may not be called. That will be a decision will be taken by the higher ups, even by the VTU. Final year people will come from 30th onwards to conduct all the labs, to show all the project. They have to do the project, they have to demonstrate the project, what they have done. It may be true with you people also. Later, I don't know. In some department, it started classes. Okay, any other thing you want to ask before I proceed? You can ask.
Our department, sir.
Our department also started. They are taking classes in the classroom. 1 or 2 students are coming and they are sitting. Others are attending in the online. There is no compulsion. Okay, but lab is a compulsion. They have to come. Otherwise, they have to re-register. No option. They have to re-register. Okay. Any other doubts if you have, I can ask. If I know, I'll give answer. Otherwise, depending upon the higher ups, what they take a decision, we have to follow that. Anybody want to ask any other question, you are welcome. Otherwise, we will continue the discussion now. Let me go to the polynomial, how we define and how we evaluate the polynomial, how we find the roots. Those things we are going to discuss. Numpy provides a powerful set of classes for representing the polynomials, including methods for evaluation, algebra, root finding and fitting of several kinds of polynomial basis functions. The polynomial convenience class is a numpy dot polynomial dot polynomial. Please see this uppercase, lowercase. To import it directly, use from numpy.polynomial, or you can use import polynomial or import numpy as np. Then you can write polynomial equal to np.polynomial.polynomial. You can start using a polynomial in your program. I'll give 1 minute, just read it once or twice. When we see the program, you'll understand. how to write. And we'll take a sample examples, a numerical example, then only you can understand how to solve the polynomials. But read it once or twice. And these are the import we sometimes we ignore, we may not write even in the I also. Even many times when you are executing, we miss that import. Numpy as np or polynomial equal to np.polynomial.polynomial, so that you can start using a polynomial in your program. Sometimes we miss all these things. Directly we write the program, it will show you the error in the simulation, during the simulation. Even if you write like this, missing all these things in the I also, you may have to reduce the marks. So please remember these things. See, let us consider a polynomial p of x equal to, give me a second, p of x equal to 6 minus 5x plus x square. How we define the polynomial object? P equal to polynomial 6 comma minus 5 comma 1. This is nothing but 6 minus 5x plus x square. You can print the coefficients using this particular print of p. So based on this number, whenever I write polynomial like this, remember it will become like a 6 minus 5x plus x square. If it is a plus 5, 6 minus 5x plus x square. Anyway, I'll show you the program also in the next slide. A sample program and its result also I'll show you. Another few seconds I'll wait. Let me go to the next slide. The same p of x I'm using now. 6 minus 5x plus x square. P equal to I am assigning, but remember first line. Sometimes while cropping I may miss this. Polynomial equal to np dot polynomial dot polynomial. Before this, what should be there? Can you type, any one of you? Before I type this, what I should type? Any other statement or is needed before I type this? While cropping I may have, yes, import numpy as np. Amit is typing. Please remember, don't say sir you didn't type. By default, all of you know many programs are executed. While cropping I might have removed that because all of you will be knowing. So import numpy as np is a must. Then you have to write polynomial equal to np dot polynomial dot polynomial. Then you can make use of p equal to polynomial. This numbers you can give. 6 minus 5, 1, it's nothing but a p of x equal to 6 minus 5x plus x square. So what I'm doing next is print p. When I printed a p equal to, it will show you polynomial 6 minus 5, 1. And next p coefficient I'm printing p dot coef. What it will print? 6 minus 5, 1. POLY will not come, polynomial. Next what I am printing? P of 4. When I use a P of 4, the answer will get, when I fill x equal to 2, the answer 4, answer will be 2.0. And I am using a x equal to np dot line space minus 5 to 5, total I am taking 11. And that I am sending as a x value to this polynomial because I am writing p of x. And I am printing the answers. Copy down this program, take a minute, execute this program whenever you get time. Hardly 4-line program is there. Copy down p equal to polynomial, but not to forget to write polynomial equal to np dot polynomial dot polynomial. Before you write this, you are supposed to write import numpy as a np. Then only you can write np dot. Take another 30 seconds and copy down the program. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. Polynomial algebra. The polynomial convenience class implements a family of Python operators. All of you know plus, minus, division, this power, percentage, these things you have used, and another is a div mod on polynomial objects. Just copy down this slide. P of x equal to q of x equal to, and try to copy down this one line. Div mod function returns the quotient and remainder of a division operation as a tuple. Take a minute and copy down these three lines. Div mod, a p of x equal to, and one more, a q of x equal to. I'll wait for another few seconds and let me take a content of your chart to the Word file for later reference. Give me a few seconds. Okay. Take a minute. Think what will be the answer for this. I'll show you the answers. I think time is over. My system time is different. There's a reason I think I'm feeling okay. Let me take another 1 or 2 minutes and let me wind up now. I'll show you the result and I'll wind up. I'll show this result once again in the next class because time is over. System time is less, I think, but actual time is over almost. Okay, just go through. I'll show this slide again. And those who have gone through, they can leave the meeting. You can attend the next class. Thank you for attending the class. Take care, be safe. Bye. See you in the next class. Those who are interested to talk, be here. For another 2-3 minutes, I'll be there. We can have a discussion.
Sir?
Okay, somebody is talking. Okay, Kirti Mathad.
Sir, I had sent you the data and all, no, sir. Mail. We sorted it, sir. Actually, yesterday, we were having problem with Python importing the database to Python, sir.
Okay, how you did it? Can you share that you share it to me? Later, you can share it in the class. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
You can. We were like.
You tell.
Yes, sir. That data was having lot of noisy data, sir. Like 0, Z, W, and all, sir. So we wanted to remove those all things from that data.
Okay.
We were not getting how to delete those non-essential things, sir.
Okay.
So what we were finding difficult in that, then we went for the logic that if ever it is like 0, Z, or sum of the numbers and letters are combined, then the process should neglect it. If it is completely in sentence, in numbers, and it has to take it like that we did, sir.
Okay.
So it automatically came.
Okay,
We put it on loop.
you can make a one MS Word file. First, write down the problem statement, then program and a result, and concept what you explained in brief. If it is good, then I will ask you to share in the classroom. Otherwise, I will share with your name only. Okay? Thank you.
Sir. No, sir, I just wanted to say that I sorted it. Sorry for.
No, it's
for
good,
the-
yaar. Let others know how to do it. Na. See, you did it, it's good, Kirti. But if you share with others, na, others will also get an idea. Yes or no? It will be helpful to the others also. Okay? Thank you, Kirti.
Okay.
Hrishikesh, give some programs to write. I'll give this work to you only. Make a list of programs. What can be given to all the students? You and make another 2-3 students. Make at least one set of, make a list, at least 10, 20, something like that. We'll ask the students to write it. Okay? Thank you, Hrishikesh. Anybody else?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ. ನನಗಲ್ಲೇ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗೋಲ್ತಿದೆ. ಇದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಿದೆ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋಲ್ತು. Listo.